Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. I am back because I am going to do a refresher for my doggy that I have made in the past. Here's one I showed last night on my haul video. I have had multiple people ask me about this dog. I've had people ask me, can I buy your dogs? I might think about selling them. So just give me a little time, but I'm thinking of doing a craft fair in September and I want to sell these, so I've got to get some inventory up for this. But yeah, I saw one lady that posted yesterday. I did see your message. I'll write you back soon. But anyway, let me get back with you on that. But I want to start getting my inventory of these. I need to get busy. Y'all, it's halfway through the year. Christmas craft fairs are just a few months away. We've got to get busy, all of us crafters that do craft fairs. So anyway, I thought I would do a refresher on the dog. I've already cut this out, of course. I actually got the pattern from Andrea on her channel, sewspire.com. I'll link her below. Andrea is absolutely amazing. She calls herself the creative genius. She's talking about being a creative genius in you and her, and oh my goodness, she is literally amazing. So she did this video a few years back and everything, and she keeps a dog in her craft room. And I had looked for a long time for a good pattern for one of these wiener dogs or these dachshunds. And I came across hers and I absolutely just loved it. It worked out well. And y'all, these sold like hotcakes at the craft fair. So I'll link her channel below. I'll link the video. And if you go to her video, I believe it has the pattern. So anyway, and it's a printable pattern that she gives, and she's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's just get going on this. Now I've already cut the dog, and you need 2 pieces, and this is from her pattern. So I've got 2 pieces already cut out over here, and I use this fun donut fabric, and then I cut 2 pieces here. This is for the ears. So anyway, let's just get started. Let's just start sewing. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my ears, and I've already got them cut out. I'm going to put pretty sides together, and then I'm going to sew all the way around, leaving an opening about 2 inches or so on one side so I can flip it inside out. You can leave your opening in here because you could sew up inside there, but I found it, I don't know if I like doing that. I might try that on this one, because even if you don't sew it straight up in there, that's sewed up inside. Let me try that this time, see how that goes. I am just using, let's see, I think I'm going to put a 3 stitch length on mine. I'm just using cotton fabric and polyester thread like I normally do. And yeah, let's just get going here. I'm going to use the down feature on my sewing machine, and voila, let's just go. I have sold these at my last craft fair, and the nice thing about Andrea over on her channel, she tells you, take it and make it your own. She gives you permission to use her patterns. She does not care. She is very nice about sharing her patterns, so it's okay if we put them in our craft fair. Let's see here. A little bit of movement there. Okay, I'm coming over here. And I've got this little opening right here. I think I might try to just stop right there and flip it inside out. That way then most of this opening is going to be sewed up inside the head. You won't even see where we're going to stitch it closed. So let's give that one a try. So all I'm going to do is just turn this inside out, give it a press, and top stitch. I saw lots of comments about my haul yesterday that I had put on my channel. Oh my goodness, y'all. That Southern Belle paper is so cute. I don't want to cut into it till I know exactly what I want to do with it. It's so cute. I've never seen it before. There's a couple people that said that they had seen it, but I had never seen it. So, yeah, I was really excited when I cracked that thing open. That was a beautiful pad of paper. Okay, so I'm getting this all out. I'm going to grab my little stick. I have a little stick I use that you can use a chopstick or whatever you have handy. I just use this little dowel that I keep in my little drawer here. That way then it kind of pushes things out. I'm going to give this a quick press. Then I'm going to top stitch all the way around. And when I'm done doing that, I will come back and show you how we're going to get going on the dog. Okay, so now we're going to work on the body. I have completed getting the ears done. Looks really good. Once you get them ironed and top stitched all the way around, you can see where I top stitched. You're going to fold it in half. Put that to the side for a second. Now we're going to take our dog and we're going to put the pretty sides together. So we're sewing it inside out. And just like this. We're going to match everything up. You can pin it if you like. I'm just going to stick a few pins in here just to hold it in place. Let's see here. I'm going to make sure I keep the feet all together. I think it's a good idea to do random pins on this, because you want to make sure that everything stays nicely lined up. Just going to put the nose together, just like this. Now, with the ears, what you're going to do is you're going to be taking the ears and they're going to be poked right down into the top where the top of the head is. Just kind of poke them right down in here and they're going to be just like this. You can pin those on. Or you can sew around till you get to that area and just stick them down in there. Whichever you prefer. Just make sure when you've got them stuck down in here, you don't sew over them. You kind of make them folded up so they don't get caught in the seam allowance. Okay, just like that. Okay, I think that's good. Let me put one more pin like here in the back just to keep everything in place. Okay, so now I'm going to start sewing, and I like to start sewing at the bottom. And I'm going to start sewing about right here, so all the way around, go over, and then make my way around. Leave about a 3-inch opening on the bottom so we can flip it inside out and stuff it. This is the easiest thing you will make. Okay, let's get sewing. Okay, got my dog all ready. There's the spot where I'm going to start. I'm using my down feature on my sewing machine. I've got the hiccups, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm going to slowly just sew around, removing my pins as I come to it. And then across the bottom, make sure that you're kind of making sure you're right at these corners. You leave plenty of space so you don't have anything that rips out. This over here. Okay, and this is where I have the ear. It's sticking right here. I'm going to take this pin out and hold it up because I don't want the ear to end up coming down and getting in that seam allowance. Okay, I've made it past the ear. We should be good to go. Gonna sew on around. Okay, and people asked in the past, like, how much do I sell these for? Last year at the craft fair, I did $10, and I realized I shortchanged to myself. So I'm selling these for $15, and I sold them at work, no problems, for $15. And at least I'm making a little bit of money on it, and I make sure all my supplies are covered and my time. It doesn't take but less than a half a yard of fabric, so it doesn't take a lot of fabric. So that's the awesome part of this. And yeah, and they're fun to make, so much fun. Make sure you get up here in this tail. Okay, go down here. Literally, when I sold these at the craft fair in December, on December 1st, I literally sold like half of them in the first 5 minutes that I took. Half of them what I took. They sold that fast. Literally, I sold them all by lunchtime. They were a great seller. They really were. So this time I will make more. I will bring more than what I had the last time because I didn't know how well they'd sell. Well, I found out they sell well. You can always make these like in a solid print if you want to make them like autograph dogs. That'd be very sweet. You know, attach a marker with them. Okay, I've got a little opening about that big. Make sure you backstitch. Now I'm going to get this off here, flip it inside out, and start stuffing our little puppy here. So let me get this turned inside out, and then I'm going to give it a press and get that stuffing. I'll be back when I stuff. Okay, got it all turned right side out. It's looking cute, looks good. All the ears are nicely sewed. So yeah, got a little string right there I'll get off in the end. Other than that, looks good. Got our opening down here at the bottom. Now I'm going to start by stuffing my dog, and I just buy the big box of batting or stuffing. Let me see, I can't show you all the box, it's pretty big. It's premium polyester polyfill. I bought the box at Hobby Lobby, I think. The price was $19.99, and I used the 40% off coupon. And it's also the big box, 5 pounds. So $10 for 5 pounds. I can make a lot of dogs with that. So anyway, I just start by stuffing. I start stuffing the head. I like to make the dogs nice and firm. I don't want them too floppy. I want to make sure that they're stuffed really well. I've made bears, and I like my bears to be nicely. I like all the fiber fill, or whatever they're calling it. I just call it stuffing. I like to make sure it's all in where it needs to be. I don't want a lumpy dog or a bear. So I'm just going to keep stuffing. The hardest part about, you know, stuffing your dog is the tail because it's so small, but just be patient. The end result is awesome. And not to mention, when you stuff it nice and good, the tail, it will stand up for you. It doesn't go down. They stay up. Okay, I like to get it up in there, use my little stick here, kind of poke it up in, and just keep working my way through the dog, through the body of the dog. Make sure you get it nice and firm. Out of the whole part of making the dog, this is the hardest part, stuffing it. This is the time-consuming part. Okay. I like to make sure I get everything down in the little feet, and then I'll stuff about half of it and then start working on the back. and then I'll get the middle. If you buy like bags of the polyfill, I don't think it's as cost effective. If you're just gonna make one dog, fine. But if you're gonna make quantity, I would just go for the big box. And like I said, this box was $19.99 at Hobby Lobby. And I used the 40% off coupon, so what, $11 or $12 for the box. And I could probably make, probably 15 dogs out of one box. So I think that's a great deal. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now we're gonna start working on the back. Now, the work on the tail, I just start by putting little bits up in the tail, and this is the hard part because you want to make sure you get it all the way up in the tail the best that you can. Like push it up in here, and then use your stick or whatever you're using to kind of keep pushing this up in there. Just kind of get it all up in there really well. And it becomes kind of balled up, but it's okay. You're going to put a lot and it's going to work out just fine, so don't worry. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. We had another bright, sunny, shiny, sunny day here in North Texas. And yeah, it was actually a very good day. And it was very hot though. I think it was 100 plus. Okay, I'm going to get my thumb up in there and try to get this pushed up in there. But see, I've got a little gap right there. I don't want that. So you got to keep working with it. And if you get too much at one time, then it won't go up in there. If y'all have tips on stuffing a tail, let me know if you have a better tip, because all I do is continue to work with it. See, I can get it up in there now. And I'm just going to use my stick, which I just dropped it. Okay, I'm back in business here. Push it up in there really good. And keep going. Okay, I'm going to finish stuffing it, and then I will come back and show you how I will stitch it up. Okay, got my little donut doggy here all stuffed, looking nice and good here. I've already started by putting my thread right under here. You can't see it because y'all, I'm using, actually I just dropped it, clear thread. Oh my goodness, I don't know what this is called. It's by Gutermann, and I got it at Joann Fabrics, and it's an invisible thread. So I used it on the pink one, and I really like how the results were when I sewed up the bottom. So I'm going to try to start using this thread for all my dogs when I sew it up. Now, I'll use regular thread for the rest of the sewing because I haven't really mastered using this thread. I haven't mastered using the thread in my sewing machine, so I need to play with that. The only thing about using this invisible thread is sometimes you got to really keep your eyes on it. And if you're anything like me and you have to use glasses to see things, I could see things sometimes. But for the most part, I need to be able to see to sew and read and use my computer and things like that. So anyway, I probably did not get enough thread on here. I'm not the best hand sewer, but I do the best I can. I like to just kind of stitch this up and then do a top stitch over it, a nice top stitch over it. I don't know what it's called, y'all. So anyway, I'm just going to finish getting this sewed, and then when I get done sewing up its belly, I will put a ribbon around its neck, and I will show you what it looks like, y'all. I love these dogs. This dog with the donut fabric, it's a donut dog. They kind of look like Frosted Cheerios or something too, or maybe Fruit Loops, but they're donuts. But yeah, so you can't even see the thread. Look at that. It's nice. But anyway, let me finish sewing this up. I'll get back with you when I'm done. And I will add a ribbon around the neck. I make them clean and simple. Just put a ribbon or something around the neck. I did put a little bling around the pink and white one that I just did the other day. And so I'll probably do them all different. But this one, I've got some ribbon I think that will match it really nicely. So, okay, so I'm going to finish stitching this up. And then I'll show you how to add the ribbon around the neck. Here, y'all. So I got it all stitched up. Looking good. I love the invisible thread. You can't even see my stitches underneath. Now all we need to do now is put a bow. You can put any color you want. I like to kind of match what I've got going on my dog. And just tie a nice little bow. You can make it any way you want. If you want to make it a collar, you can do that. I just think having something around the neck makes it look really good. I was going to do some blue, but I didn't have enough of the blue, so I'm trying to use what I have. All the dogs that I'll be making for craft fair, I'm not going to go out and buy fabric because I really want to use what I've got. So I'm going to trim that. Going to trim this. I'm going to trim it about this much. And there you go. What do y'all think? Y'all look how sweet she is. Oh my goodness. She's cute. Yeah. Now she can go in with the other dogs. And I've got one right here. Isn't those sweet, y'all? Don't you just love them? I can't get enough of them. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this refresher. I will be making quite a few of these. That's why I wanted to get another one made tonight. That's why I decided to bring you along with me. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and if you're new to my channel and haven't seen this video, here you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will link Andrea's video below, or actually I'll link her pattern below, but no, I got the pattern from sewspire.com. She's here on YouTube, and she is absolutely wonderful. You will love her. Hope you guys have had an awesome night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.